What's going on, guys? I'm just coming to you with a quick little 1 week post-op update. I'm actually about 9 days post-op at this point. Um, and I just wanted to give you guys a couple of just little things to be aware of. You guys know that I got my surgery, Dr. Cannon, New Life Plastic Surgery. I had 360 lipo, BBL, and thigh lipo. So, what I've noticed since my last video is that pretty much after the surgery was done, it was almost like New Life was like, okay, you're done. You're out on your own. Don't contact us. Don't ask us no questions. We're not answering any questions. Because I did reach out to my coordinator and ask, could she send me an email with the details of my procedure, including how many cc's were injected into each cheek, and that went unanswered. And then I emailed the center asking the same thing. Once again, nobody reached out to me. Nobody sent me an email. So, and then another thing that I noticed was that there was very little post-op direction that I was given from New Life. Like, nobody told me this is what you're to expect. This is what you need to look out for. This is what you need to contact your doctor if you see, blah, 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 blah. Like, nobody told me anything about what to expect. So when things started to arise, I started to freak out and wonder, is this normal? Because I had zero direction. When I got back home, I had lined up a masseuse here in Jacksonville, and had scheduled an appointment. I got back on a Tuesday. My appointment was scheduled for Wednesday. Wednesday came and went. I didn't hear anything from these people regarding my massage. I had another one scheduled for Thursday. That one came and went. No one called me. No one reached out to me. No one to cancel or communicate or anything. And we don't have a whole lot of massage technicians, I guess, around here that specialize in lymphatic massage. And the few that do, dude, okay, look, I understand that whenever somebody specializes in something that warrants a specific rate. But if a doctor is telling us post-op we need to get at least 10 massages in, and you're charging $145, $175 per massage, bitch, who do you think you are? No, you need to have a special rate for a package or something that's reasonable. Like, we've just spent thousands of dollars on this surgery, and it's like, what do you think we made out of money or something? Like, come with something more reasonable. So anyway, so there's about 3 people here that I've contacted that do massage, and the one that I had booked, they were fairly reasonable. They had a pretty good package. They had offered, for me being a first-time customer, it was like 3 massages for like $150 or something like that, and then they were going to charge me like $50 per massage after that. And I was just like, okay, that's not that bad. So, I had booked with these people, but after they ghosted me on 2 of my appointments, then they had the nerve to hit me up for my Saturday appointment. It was like, hey, we see that you're scheduled for a Saturday appointment. I was like, I was scheduled for 2 appointments previously, and you, what happened? And so they were like, oh, we're sorry, our apologies. I was like, look, just go ahead and cancel all of my appointments with you, because I appreciate your pricing, but I'm big on customer service. And if you don't care enough to even pick up the phone and say, hey, we're not coming today or anything like that, I can't rely on that. You know what I'm saying? So it was back to the drawing board with the massages. So one major thing that I noticed, I have extreme bruising on my inner thighs. Like I said, I got thigh lipo, and I'm guessing that was to be expected. I mean, it was bad. Okay, but it's getting better now, so whatever. My stage 2 faja. Between my stage 1, which is what I have on now, which is what I sleep in, because let me tell you, I tried to sleep in that stage 2 faja one time, and I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and took that shit off. I felt like it was squeezing my organs. Okay, it was so uncomfortable. I could barely breathe. I said, I can't sleep like this. I will put it on in the morning, but I have to be comfortable when I sleep. So that's that. So right now, since I'm getting ready for bed, I have on my stage 1 faja. I'll let you guys see. And you see it's janky, y'all, but y'all can see what's going on. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. But yeah, it's still a lot of swelling in my abdomen. So speaking of swelling in the abdomen, this was another thing that I was not made aware of. I was in all of these BBL videos, and I'm looking at these ladies and they're talking about the process of them healing and all of this stuff. I was under the impression that if it's hard in your abdomen, if there are hard spots, if you can feel them, then that is like a problem. And it means that you need to do your massages and everything like that. And I'm freaking out, okay? Because I'm a week post-op. I've only had my, massages through New Life, and I haven't had any professional massages since I've been home. But that doesn't mean I haven't been massaging. I told you that I bought a handheld massager. It's very, very good. Honestly, it's probably the best thing for the money that I could buy. And honestly, I've had the lymphatic massage. It really isn't that special to where it's like nobody could do it but them. Like, it just doesn't seem, it wasn't all that involved for me to believe that the only way that you can, be massaged is through a licensed massage therapist. Like, I don't see it. So anyway, I watched a bunch of videos about doing lymphatic massage on myself. I have the lymphatic drops that I told you guys about in my supply video. So I take those on the daily. And then I have the massage roller along with my handheld massage. So I do that every day, twice a day. And then I also massage when I'm in the shower. So I'm constantly massaging throughout the day. But my stomach, for some reason, was like super freaking hard. And it feels like it's so numb that it feels almost like you're carrying something around your abdomen. It almost feels like you can take it off. Like, that's how my stomach feels. It feels like I can take it off. And I was freaking out. I was like, is this normal for it to be swollen, for it to be hard like this? Like, am I doing something wrong? Is this all because I'm not doing the massages through some professional, or what is going on? Scouring through YouTube, trying to find people who can give me some insight as to what to expect after your lipo in your stomach area. And I finally found a doctor who actually explained it and broke it down and to a T, and explained that this is normal. Okay, you are going to feel this way up until about the 3rd week. Okay, so once I got that information, I said, I can't be the only person out here who's thinking that something is wrong, because your stomach is extremely tight, is extremely numb, and it's extremely hard. But if you think about it, the trauma that's been in that area, and this is the body's way of healing, that's what happens. You know what I mean? If you freaking fall down, hit your head on the cement or something. It's going to swell up. It's going to feel hard. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel hard at first. And then eventually, once the swelling goes down and everything, it's going to, return back to normal. So that made me feel better. That made me feel like, okay, don't freak out. Everything is still okay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see anything else that was like alarm bells. You know what I'm saying? Like no pockets of fluid or anything that I can move around. I didn't feel anything like that. It was just tender and it was numb and, and I was going through it. So I was glad that I came across that video and that he finally was able to break that down and let me know that I was good. And just keep on doing what you're doing, boo. Just keep on doing what you're doing. So aside from that, sleeping has been very, very hard for me. I can honestly say I have not gotten a lot of sleep since my surgery, and that's because I am not a stomach sleeper. Okay. Excuse me. I'm not a stomach sleeper. When I sleep on my stomach and my neck has to be turned, as you can see, I don't have very good range of motion in my neck. Okay, like that's as good as it's gonna get. And when you have to be like that all night, my neck ends up feeling so like tight and it's in pain and I can't sleep like that. So I bought off of Amazon, like a giant pregnancy pillow. It's like the U-shaped pillow. And I may insert like a clip of that or like a picture of it or something somewhere so that you guys can see. But I got this pillow, and what I was realizing is that it didn't matter how I situated the pillow, I would create like a hole for my butt to go into. And what I was realizing is that my butt is so big that it didn't matter. The hole was never deep enough to keep my butt off of whatever the surface was, whether it was my bed, whether it was my couch. My butt always somehow managed to sit in the hole and not like be elevated. You know what I mean? And that always worried me because I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm sitting on my butt now. And that defeats the purpose. And so it's been like hell trying to figure out how to sleep. Like I'll put like my what is it, the butt pillow or whatever, my BBL pillow. I would put that on the end of the pregnancy pillow where the U, like if this is a U, then it would be down here where the curve is. I would put my pregnancy pillow on top of the end of it and kind of slide over it into this hole that I've created. But it never, like my butt always manages to find the ground, okay? And that worries me that I'm gonna end up losing more fat in my butt because I can't sleep on my stomach, and the only way to sleep on my back is propped up on this pregnancy pillow with my butt in a hole, but it just doesn't work. So I haven't figured that part out. I don't know. Reading, like this is where the post-op would have come in handy, where New Life, I feel like this is the first time in my whole process that they've dropped the ball. And that's that they haven't given me any post-op instructions. They haven't given me anything that tells me this is how long you need to wait to do this. This is how long you need to do this. This is normal. That's abnormal. This is, I just feel like there wasn't a good communication between New Life and me once the surgery was over. It was like, once that shit was over, it was like, it's done. It's done. You out of here, out of sight, out of mind, get out of here. So that's the only problem. But I feel good. I'm not in constant pain. I take Tylenol occasionally. The only thing that I honestly is painful for me is if I'm sitting and then I have to get up. Whenever I'm getting up, I feel like I'm ripping something in my back. Like I have a lot of incisions in the back area, and maybe that's why it feels that way, but it feels very painful whenever I try to lift up from a sitting position. So sometimes I do have to get my son to help me get up just so it's not as painful. But yeah, I feel like it's good. I am gonna do a separate video because I did use the tape method for about 4 days. I taped my stomach and then I removed it, and I'm gonna do a video once I tape myself up again, and then I will connect that video to the video of me removing the tape, because I don't see a lot of that on YouTube as far as people explaining how to put the tape on and how to remove it without ripping your skin off. So I got some good stuff coming for you guys. Feel free to ask me any questions. So far, so good. Everything looks the way that I want it to look. Can't wait to really show off this body in my post surgery dress that I bought. I bought it like a month ago, but I'll show you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna get some Z's. Hopefully I took a sleeping pill, so hopefully I'll just get some sleep tonight, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.